All right, it's 3:16 p.m. August 19th, and I am done trading for the day. And I am happy to say that I did meet my daily trading goal of $500 profit for the day. Thank God. Man, $500 profit for a day doesn't seem like a high target, but I've been struggling with it. I've been around like the $300 per day mark. But today I made $521 in trading profits. So I'm pretty darn excited about that. It may have been because of a new little strategy that I'm testing around with. So usually what I do is I test the S&P 500 and I test an ETF that mimics the S&P 500 called SPXL. It's a $50-ish stock that I usually trade, but today I went with TQQQ, which is a NASDAQ ETF, and it's about $137 cost per share. So I'm not really able to buy, and I'm not gonna let myself buy as many shares as I usually do with SPXL. Smaller size, but bigger price movements. So anyway, it went well today. Let me go ahead and show you the screen, and we can talk about what trades I took advantage of today. Now this is the 1 minute chart right here. This is the 5 minute chart. This is the 1 hour chart, and this is the daily chart of TQs. And then down here along the bottom, I got my different, there's the SPY. I'm still watching the SPY. And then there's SPXL, SQQQ, which is basically shorting TQs. And then there's TQs right there. Let me show you my actual breakdown. Today was a good day. I mean, I was able to trade a bunch of different stocks. I finally was able to get in on Tesla and make a couple bucks there. Made a couple bucks from Microsoft. Made a couple bucks from my usual suspect, SPXL. And then SQQ, I lost 4 pennies. Very sad about that one. And then TQQ, I made about $408 just trading that one. As you can see right here, Microsoft made 25 bucks, $22 SPXL, 408 on TQs, and then 64 on Tesla. So it's always nice when I can trade other stocks than just the actual market. Tesla gave us a good dip buying opportunity today, and I know how bullish everybody is on Tesla, so I went ahead and jumped in early when the market opened on Tesla. It pushed up, made a couple bucks there, and then later in the day it fell down, dip bought basically. So we are still full on in a dip buy market, which is just mind-blowing to me because the S&P 500 is, well, it was above its all-time high number of 339.08. It pushed up even higher, putting in a new all-time high. If you can see down here in the bottom left corner of the screen, we're at 339.61 is now our new all-time high for the SPY, S&P 500. So that's pretty cool. The NASDAQ has been pushing up to new all-time highs like on a daily basis. And today it did it again, pushed up to new all-time highs. So anyway, as you can see here, we got the minute chart. This is the VWAP lines right here. This is the RSI. So, let me just tell you this. The past couple days, Monday and Tuesday, this platform I trade is Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade, and the freaking platform has been down Monday and Tuesday. Like, I couldn't even log in to the platform on desktop for literally Monday and Tuesday. So like I was so sketched out. All I had was to trade off my iPad, and I was just too sketched out with the kind of glitches that were happening. It was inaccurate. I tried to trade. I mean, one day on Monday, I think I made like $18, and then on Tuesday, I think I lost like 23 bucks. So it wasn't worth potentially losing money because of the platform's fault. So I just chose not to trade. It really sucked. My addiction was really itching me because I wanted to trade. I wanted to get on the markets. Fortunately, Monday wasn't a big movement type of day, but Tuesday there definitely was some good movement, and I missed out on capitalizing on that movement yesterday. But anyway, today we had a good panic sell-off at the end of the day. It's almost the end of the day. We had a nice sell-off, and so I was able to dip buy big time on that. So let me show you my strategy, talk about the market, talk about where I think it's going. Man, as far as where it's going, I guess it's still going up. It's still in a massive uptrend. If you look at the daily, look at this, boom, 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 boom. This is NASDAQ, obviously. If we look at the SPY, I mean, they're very similar, the NASDAQ and the SPY, but obviously NASDAQ is more tech related and NASDAQ is more bullish, it seems like, just because tech is not affected by the virus situation. So anyway, Today there was a bit of a sell-off in the morning, and then it came all the way down. So this was a good little area. I did get long in this, made like 150 or something in this little area where it sold off, pushed up, started to sell off in a bigger way. And then as it started to get down here, it was grinding against the lower VWAP band, and the RSI was looking really good for an oversold situation. So I started to buy in this area. Again, this is the first day I've ever traded TQs, so it was small size for me. I really didn't know, I'm always a little bit nervous because I'm not familiar with how it moves and what size I should be trading with. So small size, just scaling in as it was down here, expecting for it to jump back up. Eventually, after several long minutes of grinding, it did start to push up, and obviously I sold way too early because I had no idea it was then going to just push way up, all the way back up to the highs, and then eventually put in new highs. So it's whatever. It's a common thing that I'm always selling way too early, but whatever. You live and you learn. So anyway, made a bit of money. If you don't know my strategy, it's basically once the price action is down by the lower VWAP band and the RSI looks down by its lower band and it's in like the lower than 30% or 30% range way down here, and then I start to scale in and dip by looking for a push up to the 60% range on the RSI. So it's exactly what I did today. I was also doing a little bit of dip buying with SPXL, S&P 500, and as you can see, made 22 bucks, so it wasn't really much. But I was on a client call, okay? I literally had started my client call. It was at about 2 p.m., and all of a sudden, market just starts to tank. Both the S&P and the NASDAQ just start to tank off. And so I'm literally talking to this potential client. It's a sales call. I'm trying to convince him on why he wants to work with me. And I'm over here dip buying stock while I'm trying to carry a conversation. And the stock is going against me. As you can see, it keeps on falling. And so I think the biggest I was negative was like 400 bucks or something. But I just, these opportunities don't happen very often. So I had to try and juggle both sales call and dip buying opportunity. It keeps going against me. I'm still dip buying and adding down here. Pushes up here, but my average was like up here above that. So I was still negative even when it pushed up. So fell back down. I kept on dip buying it down here, and then I just held it, because it was starting to just slowly trend up. It was putting in higher lows, as you can see, and then a higher low, pushes up, gets rejected there, comes back down, a little bit of a higher low, and then finally blows up past it and goes up to the center VWAP, and I was selling into this push right here. So thankfully, the market did come back. I still am so surprised that the market is coming all the way down and then just bouncing in the full ways that it is, because I really think that we are due a very significant pullback where like the pullback where the market comes all the way down to the lows and then closes at the lows, and there is not a bounce that day, kind of like this day right here, where it literally comes all the way down, closes right there, and then the bounce happens like the next day. And fingers crossed that a bounce will happen the next day, because sometimes it's a gap down and then it keeps bleeding the following day. So I don't know. The market, a few people think that we are still going to be pushing up and up and up, and the S&P will see 4,000 here before the end of the year. That's this one guy's remarks on CNBC. He said that. Other people think that we are definitely due a sizable pullback. I'm one of those people that think that we're due a sizable pullback, so I am slightly nervous dip buying, but until the trend changes in a massive way, I mean, as you can see, the 1 hour chart, it's still putting in higher lows. It's not showing us a trend reversal. And so until it reverses, you can't really do much. I mean, I really wish that I was buying SQQQ, I don't know how many, but that's basically the short side of it. I'm just so nervous to short into this market. Like, it is so bullishly volatile craziness that I'm not going to be shorting. I would rather just wait for the dip, or let the, trying to catch a falling knife. I'd rather just get cut trying to catch a falling knife, because man, I'd rather not. I've been blown out so many times in the past several months trying to short this market and just getting hurt every single time I try to short. So that's what I'd recommend to you as well. Don't short, just go long until the trend officially changes, which I don't think we're there yet. Every red candle on the daily that I see just keeps getting blown past, and the next day it's higher. So I don't know. We're in a crazy time, crazy market. You know, I'm definitely taking smaller size and trying to be careful. Knowing that we are overextended to the upside, I'm trying to be more conservative on my buys and being more cautious on my dip buys and just being ready to cut losses and if it just continues to fall and fall. But hopefully I don't see that day. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Click that thumbs up button and I'll catch you in tomorrow's recap, pending that the trading platform doesn't crap out on me and stop working again, because that really was the worst. You know, trading off the iPad is the worst. It sucks. It's not that bad, but it's pretty bad, okay?